Hey guys, a very quick foundation video today. I have been waiting to review the Sephora collection Best Skin Ever foundation and concealer formula. Now this launched a month ago in the US, I believe, and it has only just launched in Singapore, so these are available online on sephora.sg or in Sephora stores. Now first reason I was excited to try this, I have tested a lot of the Sephora collection foundations before. They have not disappointed me, and this is an upgraded, sort of a newer formula which is going to be replacing their longwear matte foundation. So unlike the previous longwear formula, which was very much more of a traditional matte high coverage formula, this one is meant to give you a very natural looking finish. It's supposed to be seamless and quite weightless on the skin, and the coverage is sort of what I consider light medium. They call it a medium buildable coverage foundation, but I do believe this goes on quite light in the initial application, and you do need to build it up a little bit more if you want medium coverage. Both of these formulas also contain some skincare ingredients, algae extracts and hyaluronic acid, so it's meant to deliver some moisture to your skin without adding any grease or weight. And the algae extract is something of an antioxidant, anti-pollutant sort of ingredient that helps protect your skin, from free radical damage. As always with mass market makeup products, I do feel whatever skincare benefits they have in there are pretty negligible, so continue to use your serums, continue to use your creams and your sunscreens. Don't rely on your makeup for skin protection. That said, it's still always a nice bonus to have that little bit of extra protection or hydration in your makeup, especially when it's this price tag. Now here in Singapore, the concealer retails at $26 and the foundation for 29 Sing dollars. So technically this is cheaper than quite a lot of drugstore formulas around. The other great thing, this comes in 48 shades. So 48 shades at 29 Sing dollars. Well, it's kind of gotten to the point where I feel like we have less and less reasons to shop in the drugstore here, simply because the drugstore prices are so marked up that you can just walk into Sephora, pick out a shade that is 100% going to match you in a formula that is pretty high end and at a price tag that's at or below drugstore level. I'm a renegade. So first impressions, these are very easy-going textures, and by that I mean they're very easy to work with. There's a thickness to both of these formulas, but it's not that kind of really thick, matte, clay-like texture that really sets and then stops moving and blending. These have a very creamy gel texture. It's not runny. You get some time to really blend and work it out and, you know, smooth it into your skin, so it can really look quite seamless even if you're quite new to applying makeup. It's also easygoing in the sense that you're not going to get a ton of coverage. You get sort of light, medium-ish coverage with the foundation. You can build it up slightly, but it's never going to, you know, go to the extent of looking like a camouflage product. But again, this means you don't have to worry about streaking, or, you know, if you're not very good at blending or you miss a spot here and there, it's actually pretty forgiving with this formula. I also didn't notice any color change or darkening as this foundation set on the skin. When I applied half face, my skin pretty much looked about the same color on both sides. So if you're searching for a color, I would say go for a true match rather than going one shade lighter like some foundations require. Of course, the concealer itself has higher coverage, but again, this also has that creamy gel texture which sets, but still gives you quite an amount of time to really work and blend it out if you want to sheer things out. Both of these have a satin finish. They give you a slight luminosity, but they dry down and they have a dry touch once they set. Overall, it's very, very weightless. It's textureless on the skin, which is one of the things that I really like about this new sort of like a gel cream formula. It does not feel especially hydrating on my drier areas, but again, it's not drying either. So this is definitely much more comfortable than a lot of the matte or longwear foundations on the market that I've tried recently. Also, this sort of a light gel cream texture actually sits very nicely around textured skin. So if you have very visible pores, if you have fine dry lines or crepey skin, if you're more on the mature side, I actually think this is quite a flattering formula for that type of skin. The only question left is how well this is going to last throughout the day, and they do claim that this is a long wear formula, so we shall see. Alright guys, we are back. It is now 8:30 p.m. I have been wearing this foundation for 8 hours, and we're gonna have a closer look. Now, I was outside for a couple of hours today, so I was wearing this face mask. You can probably see a little bit of staining around the lower cheek area. I actually thought there was going to be more as well, but then again, this is supposed to be a long wearing foundation formula. So this is quite a bit of oil for my skin, but I do want to point out as well that my skin did not look overly greasy or oily before I blotted it. So I cannot say that this formula suppresses or reduces oil production, but it does seem to hold up pretty well even with a significant amount of oil, coming out from my skin. Another thing I want to point out as well, I did blot off a little bit of sweat in the afternoon, maybe about 2 hours in, and some of the foundation did transfer off quite easily onto the tissue that I was using. However, again, I didn't get any patchiness. It was just, that little bit of a transfer that you sometimes get when you blot makeup. That also explains the small amount of staining on my face mask. Some definitely comes off, but not more than other long-wearing foundations. One other interesting thing though, after about an hour or two of wear, when I was still sitting in air conditioning, I did find the foundation finish to get more matte on my skin. Do bear in mind that I have slightly drier leaning skin, and that was before I went out into the heat and humidity and started sweating. So if you have dry skin, this is likely going to look a little bit more matte, and if you have oilier skin, then this would be a little bit more satin. Now the concealer, I have a little bit of mixed feelings about. I do love the texture. I love the amount of coverage. It's not full coverage, but there are those casual days or lazy days where you just want to swipe something on even out your skin tone and not really feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup, and this is great for that. My only issue with this formula is that I powdered it down a little bit today with some loose powder, and it immediately got a little bit more crease prone under the eyes. So if you have dry, kind of like crease prone skin on certain areas of the face, you might want to go quite easy on the powder or skip it entirely. That's only if you have, creasing and lines that you're trying to avoid. On normal to oilier and less crease prone areas like the corners of my mouth, around my nostrils, this set really, really well. So again, this is probably a formula that I would suggest for those with normal to slightly oily skin rather than those with very dry skins. All in all though, after 8+ hours of wear, these have held up really well. There's not a lot of noticeable caking, smearing, fading, or any of those issues that you get with long wear products. Usually I maybe don't like how the concealer is sitting under my eyes, but that's about the only complaint I have. Final conclusion, I do think the concealer is good, but I feel the foundation is great and very, very well worth a try given the price point. This may not be for you if you have extremely dry skin and you need heavy duty hydration, or you have extremely oily skin and you need a lot of camouflaging and oil absorbing properties. But for everyone else in between, if you like, a more fresh and clean, natural look, no makeup skin that's very healthy looking, but it doesn't break down too easily and it's going to sit nicely for most of the day, then go and check this one out. I, for one, am just really, really happy that we have one more affordable option that performs well, feels luxurious, and comes in 48 shades. So that's my quick overview, and I hope you guys got the information you need to at least make a decision about whether you're going to try it out or not. And if you've tried it, or if you're going to try it, please let me know what you think of it, whether you like it, and what kind of skin type you have. As always, I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!